Welcome to High School Football Game Night. Presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
We're back at Wildcat Stadium. The Enterprise Wildcats have just come onto the field, and now the Central High Red Devils have taken their places on the far sideline. Rex, I was at the first Enterprise Phoenix City game, and I don't think I've ever missed any of them. This is the 28th meeting between these two teams. They are 17-9-1 in this series, and I'm sick of it. I'm ready for it to be 17-10-1 after tonight, and it could happen.
Ricky, you're exactly right. I tell you, when you coach 29 years, you kind of get hardened to things. But I tell you, that night up in Phoenix City in that playoff game when they beat us in double overtime, that was probably the most heart-wrenching losses throughout my high school coaching career, because we went to the championship game and
yes,
really the championship game was the night we played them.
Absolutely, they played West End, and that was the worst. I told Charlie Abernathy yesterday that was the worst team I've ever seen in a championship game. Yeah,
now I think Central played down to their level, but they did win that particular Saturday afternoon. But there was no doubt in my mind, if we had won that game at Phoenix City that night, we would have won the state championship the next week.
Absolutely, no doubt in either one of our minds. The Red Devils are preparing to kick off. The Wildcats are on the field. The officials are ready to wind it up and get it going, which means it's almost, if it ain't already, 7 o'clock. So here's the man who showed up to announce tonight's game, the voice of the Wildcats. He's in there somewhere. It's Fox Fleming.
And welcome, Wildcat fans. Wildcat Stadium. Central getting ready to kick off to Enterprise. Enterprise will be returning from our left to our right. Flowers and Jones back deep for the Wildcats. As we get ready for this kickoff, ball is teed up at the 40. And we are waiting for the officials' signal to start this game.
Yeah, Fox, I think we're in a TV timeout. We are on statewide television. I look down to see the guy on the 30-yard line down there with one of the officials. He's waiting for the commercials to end.
Fox, you heard any good jokes this week? Rex, have you heard any? Anybody heard a joke?
As we await our television timeout, once again, thank McDonald's of Enterprise, our sponsor for Wildcat football for last year and the 2015 season.
I like the suit you have on tonight, Fox.
Thank you. Sam Boswell Honda of Enterprise provides us transportation each week, along with Coldwell Banker Prestige Homes and Real Estate for our halftime show and post-game show. Southeast Sun for the first downs, and also Verizon Wireless, our official wireless carrier of Wildcat Sports, and the Citizens Bank providing the scoreboard updates during the game. And looks like we are ready to play ball here at Wildcat Stadium. Return team to our left, if you're listening by radio. Kicker approaches the ball. A good high kick to the far side of the field. Marcus Jones going to take it at the 5, out across the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts it back to the left side, the 30, and finally tackled up near the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good return by Marcus Jones. There was one cover guy for Central that was, I don't know if somebody missed their block or if he was unblocked, running right down the middle of the field, and Marcus made a nice cut against him to get away from him to give us about 10 extra yards. So good return by Marcus Jones.
Wildcats 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line, moving left to right. John Michael Griffin, shotgun formation, hands it off to Flowers, cuts it up the middle, and he's out to the 32.
Tough going in the middle. The Red Devils really jamming the line of scrimmage. That was just a base give with probably zone blocking off the right side. Going to be tough going if they sack them in there on that like they did on that first down play.
2nd and 9 for the Cats. Line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. 11:30 to go in this first quarter here at Wildcat Stadium. Shotgun formation. Griffin takes the snap, looks to the right side, complete to Chance Warren, cuts it back inside out across the 35 and up here the 39-yard line.
Central went to a 3-man down defensive line that time, so they were looking for a pass because we threw a quick little screen out here to Chance Warren. I like the call. Good stop blocking out here. Gave us a chance to hopefully get this first down.
3rd and 2 for the Cats. They need to get out across the 41-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage is a 39, near side of the field. Fakes it. John Michael Griffin keeps it himself, and he's going to be out across the 41 on a good second effort and should have a Wildcat first down, Coach.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Well, it depends on the spot. That was a good second effort by John Michael Griffin. I thought he was going to be stopped right at the 40 or maybe behind it, but he did cross the 40-yard line, and the official, they're calling for the change. All right, Rick, here's your opportunity right from the get-go.
Are you kidding? They're going to measure this? I'm not believing it. This isn't even going to be close, Rex. What in the world? They are working our chain gang just to see how dedicated they are. You take it from here, Rex. This is embarrassing me.
And looks like the Wildcats are going to be about that short and bring up 4th down. And the Wildcats will go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I like this call right here. I mean, you're playing a team that, you're trying to upset basically to have a chance in the playoffs. If you can't get an inch, then you probably don't deserve to win the ball game.
4th and short for the Cats. Wildcat formation. Sincere Flowers in. Tavis Anderson to his right. Vaughn Street as well. He's going to keep it, and he should have forward momentum out across the 41, about 41 and a half as we wait for the spot.
Yeah, he didn't get very much. Of course, we didn't need much, Fox. I think, he got enough for a first down. I really wish we would have, when you just need an inch or so, it would be nice to have a quarterback under center with the old quarterback sneak and wedge blocking, but, that's sort of old school.
Southeast on Wildcat first down. Hands it off to Anderson, and he's going to be back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Yeah, Harrison Hendricks was pulling little inside loop, as I call it, from his left guard position. But I think the backside linebacker penetrated where he left from, and we weren't able to get that down block, and he was there to make that play.
2nd and 10 for the Cats. Ball placed at the near hash mark, just shy of the 42-yard line. 9:46 to go in the first quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard tied at 0. Griffin, shotgun formation, throws it long and incomplete.
Yeah, must have been a little miscommunication. He was going deep, or he might have been throwing that away. I'm not sure. Sincere Flowers was down, but he overthrew him a good 10 or 15 yards. And John Michael Griffin took a pop right when he let that football go. But he bounces up, and I think he's ready to go for this 3rd down conversion.
3rd and long for the Cats. Need to get out down to the 48-yard line of Central. Line of scrimmage, the Wildcat 42. Chance Warren comes wide to the near side of the field. Flowers, Keyless, and Reynolds the far side of the field. Tavis Anderson in the backfield with Griffin to his right. Griffin stands back at his own 37-yard line, shotgun formation. Griffin takes the snap, looks downfield, throws it for Warren, incomplete.
Yeah, he had an out cut here with Chance Warren. I like the call, but they sent an extra guy on the outside. And again, John Michael Griffin took a pop. He's getting up rather slowly, coming to the sideline. A good defensive job by the Central Red Devils.
Andrew Osteen comes in to do the punting, standing back at his own 26. Return man for Central standing back at his 24-yard line. High snap, gets it off. Good punt, and is going to call for a fair catch back at the 22-yard line. Central starts 1st and 10.
Yeah, that was a great punt, and good coverage down the field. Good high, deep punt and good coverage down the field. So Cats managed to get one first down, and then got a good punt off back down. I think Central started from on 22. Let's see what the defense can do against this very good offensive unit from Central.
First and 10 for Central. Throws it long down the field. Has a man open, complete down inside the 50-yard line, and he's going to be out of bounds at the Wildcat 45-yard line.
Yeah, I saw Hankey hit the turf across the way, Fox. Marcus Jones was in great coverage. That was just a deep go route, almost a backside throw. And let's see what the call is across the way. He's talking to one of our captains, so it may be offensive pass interference. The receiver may have pushed Marcus Jones as he turned for the catch, and I believe that's going to be the call.
Line of scrimmage now becomes the 11-yard line for Central. Clock stopped with 9:14 to go in the first quarter. Your score tied at 0-0 here at Wildcat Stadium. Triple wideouts to the far side of the field. Man goes in motion, hands it off to number 1. He's down across the 10, the 15, the 20, and up near the 24-yard line before he's brought down by the Wildcats.
Yeah, good blocking off the right side for Central. Pretty good hole. Faked the little speed sweep on the guy in motion coming behind the quarterback, and they not only got the penalty yards back, they got an additional yard to go along with it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for Central. Pitch goes to number 1 across the left side. He's out to the 30, up near the 31, and he's going to be about a yard shy of a first down.
Yeah, that was what I'm more used to, what I call a straight or speed option. He really attacked the outside linebacker or defensive end and made a quick pitch, and of course their running backs know what to do with football once they get their hands on it.
3rd and 2 for Central, near hash mark, moving right to left. Need to get out to the 33-yard line for a first down. Quarterback's going to keep it, but falls, and he's going to be out to the 32, just shy.
Yeah, I believe he is shy. He lost his footing for, I don't know exactly why. I didn't see anybody trip him up. And I think Coach Dubose has decided to send out his punting unit. Great job by the Cat defense. So, of course, Central hurt themselves with that on that first play with that offensive pass interference call.
Cook comes in to do the punting for the Red Devils. Standing back at his 17-yard line, Marcus Jones down at his own 38. Good high kick. Jones going to field it at the 27. Cuts it around the right side, cuts it back to the left side, up the middle, picks up a block. He's out across the 40 and falls down up near the 43-yard line, but a good catch and return. Excellent blocking by the Cats for Marcus Jones.
Yes, what a return guy Marcus Jones is. If he makes that first guy miss, which he did in that particular case, and he finds a little running room, he's as good as there is around. The only thing is that I don't know if the field is dry or what, but That's twice one of their players slipped, and then, of course, Marcus Jones slipped on that return.
And with a timeout on the field, Coach, 7:17 to go in this first quarter. Your score tied 0-0. We'll take a break and go back to the station. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's, Wildcat Sports and the Scenic Sports Network. 7:10 to go in the first quarter. Your score tied 0-0. Following the timeout, Wildcats with the ball. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line, moving left to right. Vaughn Street and Tavis Anderson comes into the backfield for the Wildcats. Sincere Flowers goes wide to the far side of the field. Chance Warren to the near side of the field. John Michael Griffin, the quarterback, standing back at his 39-yard line. Takes a snap, hands it off to Anderson. He's out across the 45 and up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, a little crease off the right side. Good job of blocking Tyler Guillory, and I think that's Mason Childers, right guard and right tackle. The safety came up, and I tell you what, Tavis Anderson, he put a lick on him, but of course he went down. But what a shot that was.
2nd 10 for the Cats. Anderson to the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, and into the end zone for a Wildcat touchdown.
Boy, what an great job of offensive line blocking off that left side. Harrison Hendricks and Mason Jordan, and what a big cut, nice cut by Tavis Anderson. It was a foot race to the pylon. It appeared the safety tried to push Tavis out of bounds about the 3 or 4 yard line, but he's such a big, strong kid. He actually pushed him into the end zone, and boy, what a big play for the Cats.
Hunter Nicholson comes in to attempt the point after. We ate the snap, holds down, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Wildcats lead 7-0 with 6:43 to go following the 53-yard run by Tavis Anderson. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. Enterprise getting ready to kick off to Central following that run by Tavis Anderson. Hunter Nicholson doing the kicking for the Wildcats, teeing it up at the 40-yard line. 2 deep backs for Central, standing back at the 2-yard line. Nicholson approaches the ball. Good high kick. And it's going to be fielded in the end zone for a touchback, and Central starts 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Boy, what a big play by the Wildcats. Marcus Jones sort of, I think, keyed that drive with that excellent, punt return, and then the Cats take advantage with a big play from Tavis Anderson. Now the key, a good quality team, once they've kind of been stung, as I think Central has with that burst by Tavis, they respond with a touchdown of their own. Boy, it would be nice if the Cat defense can rise to the occasion on this possession.
Central offensive unit coming out of the field, ball in the middle of the field. Weaver, the quarterback for the Red Devils, and we've got movement on the line.
Yeah, they had a man in motion, Fox, and I don't know if that messed up the offensive line, but had a false start, and maybe that additional 5 yards, that may be critical on this possession for the Red Devils.
1st and 15 for Central, back at the 15-yard line. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. Weaver, the quarterback, comes up, changes the play at the line. Carson lines up to his right. Man goes in motion, hands it off to Carson up the middle, and he's going to be out just shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, a little push off the left side. He basically got back the 5 yards they lost on the penalty.
Second and 10 for Central, just shy of the 20-yard line. 6:18 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats leading Central 7-0 here at Wildcat Stadium. Quarterback takes the ball, looks long, throws it long for his big receiver, and incomplete. Penalty flag at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that flag came down. I really didn't see anything going on. A little hand checking going on down the field, which is to be expected. Marcus Jones was in, great position. I feel sure they're probably going to call it on Marcus, but I really didn't see anything from our vantage point where there was any kind of penalty should have been called on that particular play.
And as we wait to have the penalty marked off against the Wildcats, should give them a first down about the 30-yard line, Coach. 6:08 to go in the first quarter. Once again, your score 7-0. Wildcats leading. Central with the ball at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
You know, there's a lot of hand checking that goes on down the field. Of course, this is different from the NFL. You can do that past 5 yards.
Shotgun formation, man in motion to the near side of the field, hands it off to the back, cuts it out across the 30, the 35, and up near the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good job by our outside linebacker, Chris Ross, number 41. He kept his outside shoulder fade in the back, cut it underneath him, but the pursuit was a little slow getting there. That's why the runner was able to get some big yardage on that play.
After the mark, Central picks up a first down at the Wildcat 40. Quarterback pitches to number 1 around the right side, out across the 45, midfield, cuts it inside, and he's going to be down on the far side of the field at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, they kind of caught us again with one of our outside linebackers kind of in no man's land. There was one of our guys and 2 of theirs. Of course, they made a quick pitch to the running back, and he was off to the races.
Ball placed at the far hash mark as Central moves right to left. Dual wideouts come to the near side of the field. Quarterback stands back at his 48, keeps it himself inside the 40, 30, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown, Central.
Yeah, that was just basically what I call a quarterback lead play. They had the back in the backfield, and he was the lead blocker, and the quarterback was just quarterback keep all the way. And Fox, as I sort of thought, a good team, once they kind of stung they really respond, and there was no doubt that the Red Devils responded on that particular drive.
Central comes in to attempt the point after. As we await the snap, 5:12 to go in this first quarter, and we've got a penalty flag on the play.
I called encroachment on the Cats. I don't particularly like that penalty. Give a guy a chance to get back on side. The ball hadn't even been snapped yet.
As we await the snap, good snap, holds down, kick is up, and the kick is wide, but through the uprights on the right side, and we've got a tie score 7-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Enterprise High School football brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. Rick Howard, Lance Yarber. Your score tied 7-7 with 5 minutes to go in this first quarter here at Wildcat Stadium as Enterprise and Central are even as we await the kickoff following our television timeout. And once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Southeast Sun, our first down sponsor, Coldwell Banker, Prestige Homes and Real Estate, Citizens Bank, Sam Boswell Honda, and of course McDonald's providing our stadium and official Wildcat sponsor for the year, and Verizon Wireless, the official wireless carrier of Wildcat Sports.
Fox Central responded with our quick score with one of their own, and now it's up to our offense to respond to their score. And I think from what I've noticed about this team, we seem to be sparked by those good returns, either by Sincere Flowers, Dejon Flowers, or in particular Marcus Jones. He's kind of been our catalyst this year. So hopefully they'll try to kick it to him. It won't go in the end zone, and he'll get a good return and get us in great field position for this next possession.
Marcus Jones and Sincere Flowers going back deep for the Wildcats. And the kickoff team getting ready to kick. And we have our signal that we are ready to go here at Wildcat Stadium. Jones and Flowers standing back at the 5-yard line. Kicker approaches the ball, a good high kick, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Wildcats start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Marcus tried to stay right at the goal line and reach in and catch it, but he was unable to do so.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, wide outs to each side. Griffin in shotgun formation at the 15. Takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson, Vaughn Street, and he's going to be out to the 31-yard line. Good hard run by Vaughn Street that time.
Yes, it was. Again, that was that little give up the middle. Harrison Hendrickson, that inside loop block, as I call it, from his left guard position. He picked up a nice block along with Dylan Bradshaw, our centers, and of course Vaughn Street. He found that crease, and boy, what a nice start on that first play for the Cats.
Southeast Sun Wildcat first down at the 31-yard line. 4:56 to go in his first quarter. Griffin keeps it, follows his block, and he's going to be back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Yeah, that was our little option play, and I believe if John Michael had that to do over again, he would have pitched it to Dejon Flowers, because the defensive end or outside linebacker took him, and he kept the football, but they just swarmed him under. As you said, Fox may have lost a yard on that play.
2nd and 11 for the Cats. Ball placed back at the 30-yard line. Near side of the field. Wildcats moving left to right. Triple wide outs come to the near side of the field. And we've got movement on the far side. Penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, 2 flags were thrown. One of the side judges calling in the umpire. Usually the umpire, when he throws his flag, one of the offensive guys moves. I don't know if this will be offset. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, it's going to go against Central. That's a big penalty after we lost that 1 yard on that first down play.
Coach, did you see that flag? I think he must have stole that from the number 18 green.
I think he did.
Thing looked like a beach towel.
Looked like Mia Cannon's drawers.
Big bird. Second and 6 for the Cats. Hand off to Dejon Flowers, and his forward progress is going to give him out to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he looked like a pinball. That was, again, that same play on right up the middle, and looked like he was really going to take off, and he hit somebody and just they stopped him right in his tracks. Big third down play right here for the Cats.
Third down for the Wildcats. Need to get out just past the 41-yard line. Line of scrimmage to 36, near hash mark. 3:26 to go in the first quarter. Score tied 7-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Flowers goes wide to the far side of the field. Hands it off, fakes it, looks downfield, gets pressure, and he's going to be sacked back at the 25.
Yeah, good coverage down the field. I didn't particularly like the fact that we called a play-action play where we had a fake. I think everybody kind of knew we were going to throw the football. Let's get back as quickly as we can and get rid of it. But they had a little pressure on us, and John Michael Griffin, he didn't have anywhere to go.
Osteen takes a snap, gets the punt off. A good high punt, going to be fair caught by Central at the 35-yard line, and Central starts 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, another great punt. Good coverage down the field. I think the Central Red Devil defense, they responded, did what they had to do, gave their offense great field position. Now it's going to be up to our defense to respond. The Red Devil offense made it look rather easy on that last possession.
Clock stop with 2:34 to go in the first quarter. Your score tied at 7 here in Enterprise. Central with the ball 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line, moving right to left. Weaver shotgun formation for the Red Devils at the 30-yard line. Couch in at running back along with Wim. Hands it off to Couch. Goes across the right side, and he's going to be up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, just a nice give off the right side. He went in motion, but they stayed. When he didn't go all the way across, he kind of stayed in a two-back set. Gave a little crossbuck action, and good job of blocking the right side of that Red Devil offensive line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 for Central at their own 40-yard line, center of the field. Hands it off to number 20 around the right side, cuts it back up, and he's going to be close to a first down up near the 45.
Yeah, one of our outside linebackers across the way. I'm trying to get a number. I know my eyes are getting bad, but I'm having trouble seeing our numbers across the way. But that may have been Scott Nelson. I'm not sure. From his outside linebacker, tripped him up.
Wildcats needing a big defensive play now, 3rd and 1. Hands it off to number 1, cuts it around the left side. He's got a first down up near the 47-yard line.
Yeah, good job of blocking. The Devil offensive line gave a good push. They only needed a yard, and they got that plus a few more.
Triple wide outs to the far side of the field for Central. Weaver stands back at his 44. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Weaver takes the ball, keeps it himself, cuts it around the left side, gets pressure, out inside the 50 and out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
Well, great job by our defense that time. The quarterback tried to keep it up the middle on that little quarterback lead play that they ran so well earlier. But the cat down lineman wouldn't have none of that. He tried to bounce it outside, and our outside linebacker, Chris Ross and Darius Kirsch, just strung it out, and that was a great play by our defense.
2nd and 8 for Central at the Wildcat 49-yard line. Single wide out to the near side of the field. Weaver stands back at his own 46-yard line. Takes it, fakes it, rolls to the right side, throws it out in the flats, complete, breaks one tackle inside the 50, the 45, and finally out of bounds inside the Wildcat 42-yard line.
Yeah, it almost looked like a busted play. The quarterback was looking down the field to throw it, and that receiver was covering, and he just threw out into the flats. And you don't see Marcus Jones miss very many tackles, but he missed that one, and that enabled the receiver to get a good yardage after the catch.
1st and 10 for Central. Ball at the far hash mark, moving right to left at the Wildcat 41-yard line. 57 seconds to go in this first quarter. Your score 7-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Penalty flag comes in from the near side of the field, and we'll await the call. Brings up 1st and 15 for Central at the Wildcat 46-yard line. Far hash mark, moving right to left. Dual wideouts to the near side of the field. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Weaver stands back at his own 49. Hands it off to Carson around the left side. He's going to get a lot of pressure. Correction, Turner, and the Wildcat's going to take him down back at the 49.
Yeah, that Central, I don't know if they pulled both guards or the backside guard and tackle it. That old Washington Redskin counter tray play, but whatever they did to catch, they had to answer for that. That was a great job, great penetration and great tackling.
Second down for Central at the Wildcat 49-yard line. Triple wide out to the far side of the field. One back lines up to the right side of quarterback. Weaver takes the ball, looks downfield, throws it long, has a man open but overthrows him down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he's got that big receiver working over here on Darius Curse. It's kind of a mismatch on size, but I tell you what, we have two of the best corners around. He was running right with him, and of course the throw was way too long.
Big third down for the Cats. Line of scrimmage right at the 50-yard line. Central needs to get down to the Wildcat 31-yard line for a first down. Triple wide outs again to the far side of the field. Couch comes as wide out to the near side of the field. Weaver, the quarterback, shotgun formation. Play clock down to 7 seconds. And it looks like we got a little confusion, and it looks like Central's going to take a timeout. And with time. Enterprise High School football brought to you by McDonald's. Third and long, and Wildcat pressure gets to the quarterback, throws it incomplete, brings up fourth down, and a flag comes in late.
Boy, what a great call by Coach Hayden Stockton, our defensive coordinator. They went to an empty set, and we had a stunt from one of our outside linebackers, Chris Ross, and Amon Hockmar, one of our down defensive ends, and they had pressure on the quarterback, and he got rid of it. Of course, the flag came out, intentional grounding, and what a great series by the Cat defense. They responded as the offense has, and as we're close, Fox, at the end of this first quarter, if you'd have told, I think, most folks here in the stadium that after one quarter you'd be tied with Central, or the Cats would be tied with Central, we would have been very pleased.
And I know they're discussing they are taking the penalty. It's automatic, right, Coach? Loss of down.
Yeah, it's loss of down. I think that's why we can take the yards, yes. So they won't have another chance. It will be fourth down.
Cannon flag is picked up. And Central will be punting to the Wildcats as their punter comes in to kick from his 31-yard line. Cook doing the punting for Central. Flowers back deep for the Wildcats. Good snap. Gets the punt off. And they're going to let it hit the ground. Takes a Central bounce inside the 10-yard line and down about to 8 as the first quarter comes to an end here at Wildcat Stadium. Your Citizens Bank scoreboard tied 7-7. You're listening to Enterprise High School football brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum. As we start this second quarter, Wildcats scored as well as Central, tied 7-7. Wildcats with the ball first and 10 at their own 9-yard line. Moving from right to left. Dual wideouts go to the far side of the field. Tavis Anderson in the backfield for the Wildcats. Wildcat formation coach looks like Sincere Flowers is in running the Wildcat. Flowers fakes it, keeps it himself out across the 10, the 15, cuts it out across the 20, the 25, the 30, and finally out of bounds up near the 33-yard line. Great run into Wildcat formation by Sincere Flowers.
Yes, it was a good job of blocking off that right side. Tyler Guillory and Mason Childers from their right guard, right tackle position. Nice faking there to Tavis Anderson, and good running by Sincere Flowers.
Wildcat Southeast Sun first down up near the 34-yard line. Near hash mark. 11:51 to go in this first half. Shotgun formation. John Michael stands back at the 28. Hands it off to Vaughn Street, and he's going to be up near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good push off that left side. Harrison, Hendricks, Mason, Jordan doing a great job. And Fox, what I'm seeing, the Cats match up very well physically against the Central Red Devils. I don't think they're intimidated at all, and I think the Devils may be in for a ball game tonight.
Tavis Anderson comes into the ball game for the Wildcats along with Vaughn Street. Wildcat formation. Flowers stands back at the 35. Fakes it, keeps it himself. He's going to get pressure and stop for a loss back at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, when they saw Sincere go in, we went to the Wildcat. They stacked their backers in there and shot the gap. And we really didn't have anywhere to go. We're going to have to come up with something when we do that where maybe he throws a pass out to somebody. If he just throws it up on a go route out here to Chance Warren, that'll keep those teams from doing what they just did on that particular play.
Wide outs to the far side of the field. Warren, Keelis, and Reynolds. John Michael Griffin stands back at the 32. 3rd and long. Throws it long for Flowers and out of bounds.
Yeah, they had pressure coming from the outside again, and the outside linebacker, and John Michael, he did a smart thing. He got rid of the football to the right receiver. He just threw it a little bit too wide, and he took another shot, and he's real slow coming off the field.
Osteen getting ready to punt for the Wildcats, standing back at his own 22-yard line. Jake's back at his 26. Good snap, gets the punt off, goes off the right side of his foot, and it's going to take a Wildcat bounce and be downed inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I thought for a second the return guy was going to get a good hop and split a couple of our cover guys, but he was running away from the football as he's coached to do. And I think we could have let it go. Maybe it got another couple yards bouncing, but we did touch it right at the 24.
Line of scrimmage, the 24-yard line. Far side of the field as Central moves left to right with 10:21 to go in this first half. Your score tied 7-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Triple wideouts to the near side of the field for Central. The quarterback, Weaver, standing back at his 18-yard line. Man comes in motion. Weaver takes the ball, pitches it to his back around the right side, gets pressure by the Wildcats, and he's going to be stopped at the 19-yard line.
Boy, what a great job. Chris Ross has really been playing some good football from his outside linebacker position. His man went in motion. Of course, he went with him with man coverage, and that's who they optioned to. Chris was right there, along with a couple of our other linebackers. I believe that's Keontae White, and I'm not sure who the other one is. Again, it's hard to see those numbers, but great job.
2nd and 14 for Central. Line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line near hash mark, moving left to right, 9:44 to go in the first half. Weaver, the quarterback, stands back at his 15, pitches to the left side, and he's going to be hit up near the 22-yard line. Carson on the carry for Central once again.
Yeah, they tried the option back to the left side, and again, the going is tough. Chris Ross, he just whipped his guy, came up, and along with Darius Curse, and I think that was Josh Kelly from his safety position. All three of those guys were there to make that play.
3rd and 12 for Central. Need to get out to their own 34-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage is at 29. Once again, triple wideouts come to the near side of the field. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Weaver, the quarterback, stands back at his 16, rolls to the right side, looks downfield, pulls it down, going to cut it back to the left side. He's got some running room out across the 30, and a first down up near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was just an athletic quarterback. He was able, we had great coverage down the field. We were in man coverage across the way, but we had no containment to the backside. Well, that has hurt us on several occasions this year. And the quarterback, he saw that. Once the receivers were covered, he cut it against the grain, picked up a big first down.
1st and 10 for Central at the 36-yard line. Handoff goes to Carson off the left side, and he's going to pick up a couple.
Yeah, I think that was Trevon Dunlap. Jacob Von Eichenbach, one of our defensive end and linebackers, has been on that play.
Football is stopped to the offense.
Second down for Central. Fakes a handoff, throws it complete across the middle, and he's inside Wildcat territory at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was a smart move by the offensive coaches for Central. They took the big receiver and put him on the inside, and Marcus Jones, he just beat him on the slant. The quarterback hit him right in stride. You know that. I'll talk a little bit about positioning in just a minute, folks, when we have more time.
First and 10 for Central at the Wildcat 48. Hands it off to his back up the middle, and he stopped quickly after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, just stopped right at the line. Good job by the front seven of the Cat defense. Used to be an old adage that a defensive back would take the inside away from a receiver. I've noticed at every level, high school, college, and pro, they don't do that anymore. I really don't understand the reasoning behind it.
Second and 9, and we've got penalty flag on the play coming in from the near side.
Yeah, I could see that from where I am. Marcus Jones is crowding the line of scrimmage, and he was standing about a half yard off sides. And again, I wish the official would at least wait till the ball is snapped before he calls that, because we may have a chance to back the guy up. I mean, nothing's happening right now. The ball's not been snapped. But I could tell from where Marcus lined up that he was off sides.
Second and 4 down for the Red Devils at the Wildcat 42. Weaver shotgun formation at the Wildcat 47. Fakes it. Keeps it to number 1 around the left side. He's got some running room, and he's going to be down to the Wildcat 35.
Yeah, the penalty really helped them out. They had just short yardage for that first down. Good job of blocking off that left side. Good acceleration by the running back for Phoenix City to pick up that first down.
First and 10 for Central at the Wildcat 35. Far hash mark moving left to right. Quarterback looks downfield, throws it long again for number 5, and incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage by Marcus Jones. They're taking their shots down the field. Got to give them credit with that mismatch that they have with both of their wide receivers. But our corners are definitely up to the challenge.
Clock stops with 6:56 to go in the first half. Your score tied here in Enterprise. Central 7, Enterprise 7. Second and 10 for Central at the Wildcat 35-yard line. Far hash mark moving left to right. Dual wideouts come to the near side of the field. Shotgun formation as Weaver looks to the sideline. Carson lines up to the left side of Weaver. Play clock down to 8 seconds. Hands it off to Carson, and he's dropped for a loss back at the 39-yard line by Jaron Jones.
Yeah, Jaron Jones penetrated the gap. I like the call from Coach Stockton. Well, what a big play. Back them up. And the Cats have really responded. I thought that, every second it ticks off, and we stay tied with this bunch. That's a plus for the Cats.
Third and 14 to go. Central needs to get down to the Wildcat 25-yard line. Again, dual wides out to each side of the field. Shotgun formation. Weaver takes the snap, looks to the left side, pulls it down, gets pressure, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 47-yard line.
I believe is that Jaron Jones again. I'm trying to see the number across the way. Fox, maybe be Amon Hockner, I'm not sure, but we had great coverage down the field. Quarterback had nowhere to go. I thought for a split second he was going to break our containment again and get down that sideline, but we would have none of that. And what a great job by the Wildcat defense.
Cook in to do the punting for Central. Back deep. Marcus Jones stands at the 10-yard line. Punter will be standing back, bounces, but picks it up, gets a good punt off. Short punt. Going to take a Wildcat bounce and be down to about the 17-yard line. Wildcats start first and 10.
Fox, we didn't send anybody to check the punter. You mentioned it was a low snap. It did hop right up to the punter. But I'm always, you need to send somebody in there to check that punter every time, because if you do get a a bad snap, you can have somebody back there to make a play. If he had mishandled that snap, we'd had nobody back there, and he still got that punt away.
And with a timeout on the field, we'll take a station break, 60 seconds. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. And welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Flowing along with Coach Rex Bynum. 5:25 to go in this first half. The score tied 7-7. Wildcats with the ball, first and 10. Handoff goes to the back, and he's going to be out to about maybe pick up a yard if we're lucky, Coach. Looks like Tavis Anderson on to carry.
Yeah, they had looked like a stunt. Their outside linebackers kind of pinched from the outside, and they were the ones that were able to make the play. I don't know if we were a little slow with our execution, but if we're running up the middle and they're coming off the outside making the play, then something's not exactly right as far as timing goes with that offensive play.
Second and 10 for the Cats. Flowers comes wide to the near side of the field. John Michael standing back at his 13, fakes the handoff, looks downfield, throws it to Flowers across the middle and incomplete.
Yeah, coaches are looking for a little interference. I like the call. Great coverage by the cornerback for Central Phoenix City. Pretty good throw from John Michael Griffin. Might have been a little low, but he had good protection, good play action fake.
Third down.
Third and 10 for the Cats. They need to get out to the 28-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage just shy of 18. Triple wideouts to the near side of the field. John Michael gets pressure, and he's going to be sacked back at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they put the pressure on us. Of course, they only rushed their four-down linemen. They didn't have any stunts. They had good coverage down the field. And when they realize, or I think when passing situations, they're just kind of, their athletes are just too tough for us. And John Michael Griffin didn't have nowhere to go with the football.
Osteen playing for the Wildcats. Jakes back to for Central.
Osteen coming in to punt for the Wildcats deep in his own end zone. Jakes, the return man for Central, stands back at midfield, Coach, and we need some good blocking on this one. Good snap. Good rush, but gets the punt off. It's going to be a little short, fielded at the 45-yard line. And Central starts first and 10 at the Wildcat 45.
Yeah, good job by the Red Devil defense there, particularly on that third down play. They were able to sack us and back us up. Not the best punt that time, even though we've had a pretty good night punting the football. Great field position for Central.
And we'll take a radio TV timeout for 60 seconds. 3:52 to go in the first half. Your score tied 7-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's, the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. Wildcat football here with 3:52 to go in the first half. The score is tied 7-7. Central with the ball starting at the Wildcat 45-yard line. Once again, scoreboard sponsors by the Citizens Bank of Enterprise as we give you updates. And Coach, what has been a great game so far? Wildcats hanging in there, standing strong.
Yeah, they're playing a great game. This is, I think, a critical possession, folks. A little under 4 minutes to go before the half. It would be great if we could keep them out of the end zone. They do have great field position because they will be receiving the second half kickoff. So I think this may be a critical possession for our Cat defense.
Single wide out to the near side of the field. Weaver hands it off to his back, coming across. He's inside the 40. The 35 breaks a tackle and finally tackled down at the Wildcat 34-yard line, but a good run by number 6.
Yeah, that's that big receiver across the way. Well, he made a nice cut. We had him strung out pretty well, but there was a little crease on the inside. I didn't know if he would see it, but he did, and he jumped in it.
1st and 10. Handoff goes number 1 across the left side. He's going to be down inside the Wildcat 30.
Yeah, that was similar to our little inside running play where they had an inside loop with their right guard coming up on our linebacker, and they did a pretty good job on that first down play.
Play picks up 4. Scott Nelson on the stop that time for the Wildcats. 2nd down at the Wildcat 30, middle of the field. Number 1 goes in motion, fakes it to him, gets pressure, and the quarterback's going to be sacked by Hockmeyer back at the 44-yard line.
Boy, what a great call and a great play by Mon Hockmeyer. As you said, Fogg, we needed that. Anytime you can get a minus play against an offense, particularly in a passing situation as it was on that play, that was big time. Great call by Coach Stockton.
Third and long. Central needs to get down to the Wildcat 25-yard line. The line of scrimmage now is the 42-yard line. Triple wide outs to the far side of the field. 2:28 to go in this first half. 9 seconds on the play clock. Weaver, the quarterback, stands back at his 47, takes it, looks downfield, throws it out the flats, and incomplete. 4th down.
Great coverage down the field. We were kind of in our semi-prevent defense on that 3rd and long. Quarterback really didn't have anywhere to go with the football. He might have rushed it just a little bit. I don't think he was under very much pressure. And what a great job on that, particularly on that little stunt there by Mon Hockmeyer, brings up a punting situation for the Red Devils.
Looking to top for Central. Flowers back to the Wildcats.
Punter comes in standing back at his 45-yard line. Sincere Flowers stands back at his 10. Punt goes to the right side, near side of the field. And it's going to be down inside the 10 or right at the 10-yard line. And the Wildcats start 1st and 10 with just over 2 minutes to go in this first half.
We'll see what Coach Faulkner decides to do on this possession. I imagine a lot of it, folks, will have to do with this first down play. We still have all 3 of our timeouts with 2 minutes to go. It's, you know, we showed last week we can go 90 yards with it, particularly if we can hit a big play, one of our outside receivers.
Tavis Anderson in at running back for the Wildcats. John Michael shotgun formation at the 5-yard line. Takes a snap, hands it off to Anderson off the left side, out across the 10, hit quickly and brought down up near the 13.
Yeah, he was able to make one of the linebackers miss, but not the second one. Good hard tackle there by one of the Red Devil linebackers.
Ball at the near hash mark as the Wildcats move right to left. 1:40 to go in this first half. Shotgun formation. John Michael gets pressure. Throws it out the flats, complete to Flowers. The 10, the 15, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and finally brought down out of bounds at the their Wildcat 44-yard line, but a good catch and run by DeJohn Flowers that time.
Yeah, what a great call by Coach David Faulkner. I think he's still calling plays. They had a stunt coming from the short side, and we had a little screen to DeJohn Flowers, and I saw it, boy, great block, and he broke into the secondary. Of course, their speed with their secondary folks enabled them to force him out of bounds. But the Cats, I believe Coach Faulkner's going to give it a go now on this drive.
1:28 to go. Wildcats 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Triple wide outs to the far side of the field. Flowers lines up to the left side. John Michael looks downfield, gets pressure, throws it long for Sincere, and it's going to be intercepted at the 8-yard line by Karen DeLentz.
Yep, I think John Michael waited just a little bit too long to throw that football, and he's got to keep it to the outside as he did last week. He kind of kept that to the inside, and the cornerback was in good position to make a play, and the throw was a little bit to the inside of Sincere Flowers, and he made a nice interception.
Clock stopped with 1:18. Central with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line following the spot near side of the field. Moving left to right. Weaver shotgun formation, stands back at his 3-yard line. Carson lines up behind him. Hands it off to Carson up the middle. Breaks it off the left side, and he's going to be out to the 13-yard line.
just a base give. I'm sure Central's going to be like us, depending on if they hit a big play, whether they keep this on a kind of a conservative note on offense, or if they can pop one out to midfield, they might try to give it a go themselves with under a minute to go here before halftime.
2nd and 6 for Central. At their own 13-yard line, dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Carson lines up to the right side of quarterback Weaver. Hands it off to number 6 as he comes across, and he's going to be stopped and dropped for a loss back at the 12.
Yeah, that was that little speed sweep. They ran it with the inside guy, and he tried to make that cut that his receiver did on the previous sweep they ran, but the Cat defense would have none of that, and I have been most impressed with the defensive effort the Cats have shown tonight.
Third and 6 for Central. Line of scrimmage becomes a 12-yard line near hash mark. Moving left to right. And they're going to let the first half come to an end here at Wildcat Stadium. And your score here in Enterprise: Central Red Devils 7, the Enterprise Wildcats 7. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. Our senior Wildcat football players and cheerleaders. Number 1, Dejon Flowers. His mother, Pamela McRae, and Marcus Flowers. Number 3, Ethan Corey. His mother, Jessica Corey. Number 6, Brandon Williams. Parents Carmen and Kirk Williams. Number 9, Vaughn Street. Along with Alicia Jones and Patsy Holland. Number 15, Hunter Nicholson. Escorted by his parents, Diana and Ricky Nicholson. Number 22, Jacob von Eschenbach. Escorted by his parents, Melissa and Thomas von Eschenbach. Number 28, Scott Nelson. Escorted by Christina, Edith, and John Nelson. Number 31, Cheyenne Key. Escorted by Carissa and Alonzo Fielder. Number 40, Nick Tucker. escorted by his parents, Karen and Ted Tucker. Number 42, Tavis Anderson. Joining him is father, Tavis Anderson Sr. Number 43, Hector Nunez. Escorted by his mother, Maria Montecitos, and Hector Rivera. Number 59, Franz Pierre. Escorted by Shauna and Emmanuel Pierre. Number 62, Dylan Bradshaw. Escorted by Ginger and Dalton Bradshaw. Number 69, Connor Sablon. Escorted by Christina and Joseph Sablon. Number 88, Nick Keelis. Escorted by Matina and Henry Keelis. Number 94, Josh Glover. Escorted by his mother, Willor Glover. Number 53 and 97, Shemichael and Simeon Wright. Escorted by Mary and Sherman Wright. Number 99, Savette Williams, escorted by his mother, Amy Williams. And our senior filmer, Peyton Stinson, escorted by Jenna and Darwin Stinson. Now our senior cheerleaders, Danielle Butler, escorted by Tusia and Francis Butler. Madison Gallinger, escorted by Doug and Lydia Gallinger. Kara Jackson, escorted by Scott and Cheryl Jackson. Kayla Hood, escorted by Roger and Michelle Hood. Savannah Maddox, escorted by Kevin and Velvet Maddox. Ashley Powell, escorted by Chris and Jill Powell. Molly Sawyer, escorted by Sam and Jan Sawyer. Jessica Sneed, escorted by Fred and Melanie Sneed. Give a round of applause for our 2015 senior football and team and cheerleaders. And Nicholson gets ready to kick off for the Wildcats. Approaches the ball. It's going to be a good high kick, but short. Caught at the 5-yard line, takes out across the 10, the 15, the 20, cuts it to the right side, the 30, the 35, the 40. Breaks another tackle, cuts it back inside, and he's back inside the Wildcat 40 and finally brought down at the 37-yard line. But a big return by Ron DeLint that time.
Yes, it was. And boy, what a backbreaker that may turn out to be. Our contain guy got sucked inside on that return, and the runner for Central bounced it outside and found the sideline, and Marcus Jones was able to trip him up at our 37-yard line. But boy, what a bad start here to the second half for the Cat defense.
First and 10 for Central at the Wildcat 37-yard line near hash mark. Moving left to right. Hands it off to back number 1. Breaks a tackle and down inside the 35 to the Wildcat 33.
Yeah, pretty good job by the running back. Wasn't really much there off the left side. He looked like he was trying to go left. Chris Ross a little slow getting up, our outside linebacker. He was there to make a play, but the running back cut it back against the grain, was able to pick up a couple yards. We'll have a late flag, I think, folks. Yeah, down here. Let's see what the call is.
And offsetting penalties, coach. Second down and 7 for Central, back at the Wildcat 34-yard line. Man goes in motion. Quarterback keeps it, goes up the middle, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think that might have been the touchdown play they ran in the first half, except they ran it back to the left side. Our linebacker, Nick Tucker, was there to make that play. Brings up a critical third down right here, I think, for the Cat defense.
Line of scrimmage becomes a 31-yard line. Central needs to get down inside the 28 for a first down. 11:06 to go in this third quarter. Your score tied at 7-7. Central with the ball at the Wildcat 30. Quarterback takes the ball, pulls it down, gets pressure, cuts it to the left side. He's inside the 25, breaks another tackle, and finally down on the far side of the field at the Wildcat 23-yard line, but good enough for a first down.
Well, what a nice call by the offensive coordinator for Central. That was just that quarterback lead play. I see number 43 is their hammer guy in the backfield, and he made a nice block along with their left tackle, and it sprung that quarterback for that key first down.
First and 10 for Central at the Wildcat 23. Quarterback takes it, pulls it out, keeps it himself inside the 15 and down to the Wildcat 13.
Yeah, he found a crease right in the middle on that quarterback keeper. I believe that's Amon Hucknar that kind of came in to save a touchdown. But we have a couple of players down on the field, Fox.
And with injury timeout, your score tied at 7 here at Wildcat Stadium. 10:24 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox running along with Coach Rex Bynum. Ricky Adams, Rick Howard, Central with the ball. Second and 2. Handoff goes to number 1 around the right side, and he's going to be pulled down back at the 14-yard line by the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Scott Nelson, one of our linebackers. I thought for a split second he was going to be able to gain the edge, but Scott would have none of that and made a nice, it wasn't the most beautiful of tackles, but it was very effective.
Third and 1 for Central. Inside the Wildcat 15. Shotgun formation. Hands it off to number 1. Hit quickly, and he's going to be brought down at the 13-yard line. But, Coach, I believe he's going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close. He didn't need but about a yard. And I believe that may have been Scott Nelson again that was kind of made the initial hit. And, of course, he was finished off by a couple of other cats. And Fox, here we go again. They're going to bring out those chains. And Mr. Adams, you got a chance to redeem yourself.
What, you mean get another one right? I've never missed, Rex. This is not even close enough. I don't know why in the world they are doing this. Let's see.
Crazy week in sports. I mean, there was a lot of crazy things that happened last week.
It's first down all night.
First down, Central.
And with the measurement, Central picks up a first down at the Wildcat 13-yard line. 9:31 to go in the third quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard 7-7. Your score tied here at Wildcat Stadium. Central with the ball at the Wildcat 13. Turner comes in at running back for Central. Handoff goes number 5 around the left side, cuts it inside, hit quickly by the Wildcats and stopped at the 10.
Well, we have done a good job containing those wide plays tonight. We were kind of stringing them out. Our team speed showing up as well. Well, this would be a big plus for our Cats defense if we could hold them to a field goal attempt. I don't know what kind of kicker they have, but I think that would be a plus, Fox, if we could do that on this possession.
Second down at the Wildcat 11. Looks to the end zone, throws long. Touchdown, Central.
Boy, that was a nice throw, just a little fade route in the back corner. Darius Kurtz was in good position. He turned to make a play, but the throw was so perfectly placed he didn't have a chance to make a play. And it is a touchdown for the Red Devils.
And the kicker comes in to attempt the point after for Central. Snap is there, hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 8:47 to go in third quarter, Central leading the Wildcats 14-7. 8:47 to go in the third quarter. Central scoring on a 10-yard pass, leading the Enterprise Wildcats 14-7. As we get ready for the kickoff. Once again, thanking our sponsors, Southeast Sun, for our first downs, Coldwell Banker, Prestige Homes and Real Estate for our halftime and post-game shows, Citizens Bank of Enterprise for the scoreboard shout-outs, Sam Boswell Honda for providing transportation to our away games, and Verizon Wireless, official wireless carrier of Wildcat Sports. And McDonald's, our 2015 Stadium and Wildcat sponsor for our telecast each week.
Rex, if we could get their young man that wears, get him out of the game, number 4. He's had an interception and he returned that kickoff 58 yards, putting the Red Devils in business to run the ball, to get the ball 37 yards for their second score.
Yeah, that was the key, of course, of that first possession of the second half was that kickoff return. Maybe we can respond with one of our own right here. I got to give credit to the Cat defense. So they battled them, and it took a well-executed throw and catch by the quarterback and that big receiver for Central to get the touchdown. You know, they responded at when we made the first score. Now it's up to the Cats to respond and do the same here on our possession.
And Central gets ready to kick off, approaches the ball, good high kick, goes to the far side, fielded at the 3-yard line by Flowers, out across the 10, and out across the 15, finally brought down up near the 17-yard line.
Yeah, the only thing bad about that, folks, when you run across the field, you know, you're not getting as much up the field, and good coverage by the speed of that Red Devil kickoff unit. I tell you what, Marcus Jones, when he's not returning, he made a block, and I mean, he was stunned a little bit, but it was a big-time block on that return.
First and 10 for the Cats. Flowers in at running back, hands it off around the left side. Dejon's going to be out across the 20-yard line.
Yeah, good job of blocking there. That's Harrison Hendricks and Mason Jordan off that left side. Dejon Flowers hopped in that crease. Pretty good game there on first down for the Cats.
Second and 7. Line of scrimmage becomes the 21-yard line for the Wildcats near hash mark, moving right to left. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Sincere Flowers comes wide to the near side of the field. Hands it off to Dejon Flowers, tries to cut it to the right side, but he's going to be stopped for a loss back at the 18.
Yeah, they had a little penetration in the backfield, and Dejon tried to sidestep him and kind of, you know, dipsy-doodle a little bit, and their speed would have none of that.
Third and 8 now for the Cats. Cats need to get out to the 28-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage just across the 20. Vaughn Street in at H-back for the Wildcats. Caleb Reynolds goes in the slot to the far side of the field. Chance Warren wide out to the far side. And J. Michael's going to be hit and sacked for a loss back at the 13.
Yeah, folks, when we get in that those throwing situations, that's where we're having trouble. And again, when we're faking running play, I have no idea because they're not even. That's in the back of their mind. We're not going to run the football, and that's 2 or 3 times that's happened. I tell you what, you got to give credit to the Red Devil defense, but when it's a passing situation, boy, our hands have been tied tonight.
Osteen gets a snap, gets a punt off, gets pressure, goes off to the right side of his foot, takes a Wildcat bounce, and tried to pick it up by the Central player. He fumbles, and the Wildcats have the ball 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Boy, what a big break for the Cats. I saw the receiver going after the ball, and I thought he was going to hop up to him. There was nobody down that sideline. It was kind of I think it was basically a good play, but he didn't. He mishandled the football, and the Cats fell on it. Boy, what a big break.
Wildcats 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line following the attempted pickup and fumble on the return by Central. 6:40 to go in his 3rd quarter. John Michael Griffin, shotgun formation, gets pressure, throws it across the middle, and caught and fumbled after the hit by Warren, and the Wildcats have it 2nd and about 12.
Yeah, I don't understand our routes. I know it's a shallow route, but when you catch a ball and you're losing 2 yards, that's not a very good pass route.
Second and 12 for the Cats. Shotgun formation. And penalty flag on the play as looks like they came across the line.
Yeah, that was a good job by our offense not to jump. I think we changed. Well, we were actually, I think, changing the play. And Cats kind of sat in there, and the Red Devils were a little eager and did penetrate the line of scrimmage to get that offsides.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Cats. Line of scrimmage now the 46-yard line. Dual wideouts each side of the field. Griffin stands back at the 39. Throws it intended for Flowers, incomplete.
Yeah, I think John Michael's a little upset with himself. He had Sincere Flowers on a little slant route, and he was unable to connect with him. I like trying to get the ball out to our wide receivers. The only thing, we need to figure out some way to get chance. You know, when you run that little shallow route from as wide as he is, I think that's one reason we had trouble with that other route. See what happens on this critical 3rd down, folks.
Wildcats need to get down to the 46-yard line. Line of scrimmage is their own 44. Looks to the right side, throws it complete to Warren, and he's going to be stopped at the 47-yard line. But it's going to be shy of a 1st down.
Yeah. Oh, we got a bunch of flags coming out, folks. Let's see if we get another break here. Yeah, again, when you got 3rd and 7 or 8, and you throw a 3 or 4 yard pass, that just doesn't add up. And I think it may be going against the Central. Might be either a late hit or a personal foul. Let's see what the call is. It is a personal foul against Central. They're trying to help us out. We need to take advantage of it.
That's going to give the Wildcats a 1st and 10 just outside the 35-yard line. 5:38 to go in this 3rd quarter. Central leading 14-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Dual wideouts each side of the field. John Michael at the 40. Hands it off to Flowers. Hit quickly and dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if we were reading that or that was just a give, but the defensive end for Central, he just made a big-time play there to stop us right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 for the Wildcats at the 36. Flowers goes to the right side of Griffin, stands back at his 41 in shotgun formation. Takes a snap, pitches to Flowers, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good job by Dejon Flowers. The safety ran the alley. I thought he was going to trip him up behind the line of scrimmage, but Dejon was able to turn on the speed and get, I guess, basically back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, this is another third down passing situation. Maybe we have some kind of draw, one of those little screens to kind of slow that rush down just a little bit.
3rd and 10 for the Cats. Line of scrimmage, the 36-yard line. 10 seconds on the play clock here in the third quarter at Wildcat Stadium. Flowers lines up again to the right of Griffin, and we're going to take a timeout. With timeout on the field, your score, Central 14, Enterprise 7. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. Along with Coach Rex Bynum. 4:47 to go in this third quarter. Central up 14-7. Wildcats with the ball, 3rd and 10 at the Central 36-yard line. And Coach, the Cats continuing to hang around. Unlike the coach that's no longer hanging around.
25-yard gain, your biggest play on the ground. Mission 5.
As we come out of this TV timeout, 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard, Central 14, Enterprise 7. As Wildcat offensive unit comes back on the field. Warren and Keyless go out far to the other side of the field. 2 wide outs to the near side of the field. Griffin stands back at his 40. Takes a snap, throws it out in the flats. Caught by Flowers, and he's hit quickly at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I think Central was expecting that play, and I think it was a good call. The throw was a little bit low, but Dejon Flowers made a nice catch. Boy, if he could have made a one-guy miss, he might have had a chance to get a few more yards. But you got to give credit to the secondary of Central. They have great speed and quickness, and they recovered to make that play.
4th and 9 for the Cats. Line of scrimmage just inside the 34. Tavis Anderson comes in the ball game for the Wildcats. Lines up on the right side. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Griffin takes the snap. Anderson throws a good block, throws it, and incomplete, intended for Flowers. And Central takes over 1st and 10.
He had pressure on him. Tavis Anderson came in to block. He made a nice block, but somebody came free right at the last second to put the pressure on John Michael. I like Coach Faulkner, giving it a go there on that 4th down. Particularly Cats down by 7. They helped us out a little bit on the fumble and the penalty there, but we were unable to take advantage of it.
1st and 10 for Central Red Devils at their own 34-yard line, far hash mark. 3:56 to go in the third quarter, leading by 7. Shotgun formation, quarterback hands it off to his back, cuts it back, and he's going to lose a couple of yards as the Wildcat defense came in and stopped him back at the 33.
Yeah, that's that big receiver. They ran him on the speed sweep earlier. They put him in motion, and he became like a running back in the backfield. But I tell you what, the Cat defense, they would have none of that. Nice play.
2nd and 11. Wide outs to each side of the field. 2 backs in the backfield with Weaver, the quarterback. Shotgun formation. Weaver moves back to his own 27, takes the ball around the left side, cuts it up the middle, and he's going to be hit quickly up near the 37-yard line by the Cats defense.
Yeah, that was just looked to me like a quarterback sweep. They had the hammer back, as I call them, the blocking back. And Central's also had a tight end on some occasions on the line of scrimmage. And they tried to get around the edge, but the quarterback cut it back inside, and Cats were there to make the play.
Jaron Jones going back in on defense at the line. Central needs to get out to their own 44-yard line of scrimmage. Now the 38. triple wideouts to the near side of the field. 8 seconds on the play clock, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Red Devils. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Central leading 14-7 over Enterprise. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. Wildcat football brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Network. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Central leading 14-7 over the Wildcats. Central with the ball. 3rd and 7 at their own 38-yard line. Central needs to get out to the 44-yard line for a first down. Big defensive play for the Wildcats this time. Ball placed in the center of the field. Triple wideouts to the near side of the field as Central moves left to right. Quarterback takes the ball, looks downfield, throws it long, incomplete.
Yeah, they had a mix-up in the route, and thank goodness, good coverage across the way, and the receiver stopped and the ball went long. So good job by the Cat defense. I'm telling you what, Fox, as long as we can stay within a one-touchdown, score this ball game, particularly when they have to punt. If we get Marcus Jones gets his hand on the ball.
Penalty flag on the play goes against Central and should be declined. Bringing up 4th down. Cook comes in to do the punting for Central. Jones back deep for the Wildcats as we await the snap. Good snap. Gets the punt off a high short punt. And it's going to take a Wildcat bounce and be down at the 48-yard line. And Coach, the Wildcats start in good field position.
Yes, they do. They're trying to help us out. Again, we had nobody checking the punter. He had all day in the world. He wasn't under any pressure. He probably could have run for the first down, but thank goodness he punted it, and he got off a terrible punt, and the Cats are in great field position. And, Fox, we need to take advantage of these opportunities.
Wildcats 1st and 10 at their own 48, near hash mark, moving right to left. 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Fakes it to Anderson, throws long for Keelis, and almost intercepted, and the flag comes in the backfield as well as downfield.
Well, let's see what the call is. One may be roughing the passer, and the other one may be interference. We'll see. I think that was a wheel route to Nick Keelis, our number 2, our inside receiver. He was well covered.
And the penalty is going to go against Central. Personal foul. Roughing the passer, Coach. Is that correct?
Well, I think he signaled pass interference against them. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be pass interference against the Red Devils.
And pick up the other one, correct?
And pick up the other one.
Southeast Sun Wildcat 1st down at the 37-yard line. Keelis comes in motion. Griffin takes the ball at the 43, hands it off to Anderson, and he's down inside the 35.
Yeah, that was a good job on the zone read that time. The defensive end, I think he was in on the tackle, but it was not before we'd already gained about 3 or 4 yards.
Second and 7 for the Cats as the line of scrimmage becomes the 34-yard line near hash mark. Wildcats moving right to left. 1:36 to go in the third quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard, Central 14, Wildcats 7. Griffin takes the ball, fakes it to Anderson, gets pressure, rolls to the right side, gets pressure again and goes down.
Yeah, the defensive end came off the edge, and John Michael made him miss, tried to scramble outside, but they're just too fast. He was trying to, I think, just maybe try to throw the ball away, but he didn't have a receiver close enough to get rid of it, and they swarmed him under for a big loss.
Third and long. Wildcats line of scrimmage now the 47-yard line. Need to get down to the 28 for a first down. Wide outs to each side of the field. Shotgun formation. Griffin back at his own 48. Gets pressure. Throws it incomplete to Keelis, and no flag, Coach.
Yeah, he was covered again. We're trying to run that shallow route. And I think that's a mismatch trying to get it to Nig. Nothing against him, but his defender is just so much bigger, stronger, and faster than he is. He just had nowhere to go, and he batted that ball away incomplete.
Osteen punting from his own 36-yard line. Quattlebaum snapping. As we await the snap, good snap. Short kick to the far side of the field. And it's going to be down by the Wildcats at the 23-yard line. And Central takes over first and 10. Weaver shotgun formation for the Central Red Devils, standing back at his 18-yard line. Hands it off to his back, and he's hit quickly and dropped up near the 23.
Yeah, Fox, both teams are finding the running game. The going is pretty tough on the inside. Neither defense is yielding very much, and give credit to the Wildcat defense. I think Central's been averaging well over 200 yards rushing a game.
And as the third quarter comes to an end, Central leading the Enterprise 14-7. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. Second and 9 as we start the fourth quarter, just like we ended the third quarter. Central with the ball at the 24-yard line. Shotgun formation. Man goes in motion. Quarterback takes it, looks across, throws. Intercepted by the Wildcats. Marcus Jones at the 40, the 35, the 10, the 5, and looks like he's knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line, but a great catch and run following the tip by Marcus Jones.
Yes, it was, Fox. He was in great position. The throw was a little high, even to that tall receiver, went off his hand, and Marcus Jones was there to make a play. And I tell you, when he gets his hands on the football, he is electric, and took it down the near sideline. I couldn't see from fans jumped up, and I saw him dive for the pylon, but they did knock him out of bounds. But what a big turnaround for the Cats.
And we've got an injury down in the end zone, and as they get the Wildcat up. And the Wildcats have it first and goal at the 1. Wildcats first and goal at the 1 yard line. Wildcat formation in. Sincere Flowers at quarterback. Bond Street, and we've got a penalty flag on the play. And a penalty is going to go against Central. Half the distance. Again, first and goal at the half-yard line. Once again, Bond Street at H-back along with Tavis Anderson. Sincere Flowers in the Wildcat formation at quarterback, stands back at the 5 yard line. Sincere Flowers, Chance Warren wide to the far side of the field. Sincere takes the ball, follows Anderson in, and he's going to be stopped for a 1 yard loss.
Yeah,
it looks, we got a fumble on the play, Coach?
I don't know if they was already down. Central's coming out with the football, but I think the official had already marked it down. And I tell you what, they not only did they jam us up at the line of scrimmage, they backed us up a good, looks like 1.5 yards.
First and goal at the 1 yard line following the penalty against Central. 11:25 to go in the ball game. Wildcats in Wildcat formation. Flowers takes the ball and he gets pressure, rolls around the right side. Touchdown Wildcats!
Well, you got to give Sincere Flowers credit on that play. They hit him by the time he got the football. He just kind of bounced off of him to the outside, and nobody was there on the containment. He took it in the end zone, and the Cats, we've had a lot of opportunities tonight. The Red Devils have given us chances, and we finally took advantage of one of them.
Hunter Nicholson comes in to attempt the point after. John Michael holding, Quattlebaum snapping. We await the snap. Good snap, holds down, kick is up. And the kick is good, and we're tied 14-14 with 11:18 to go in this ball game here in Enterprise. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum, Ricky Adams, Rick Howard, Lance Jarver, spotter. 11:18 to go in the ball game. Wildcat scoring on a run by Sincere Flowers in the Wildcat formation. Extra point good by Nicholson, and the Wildcats are tied 14-14 as Nicholson gets ready to kick off to Central. Nicholson approaches the ball. It's a good high kick, and this one should go into the end zone for a touchback, and Central starts 1st and 10.
Yeah, that one just did break the play. I was watching the return guy. That's that number 4, Ricky, that just hurt us so much tonight. And he took about a half step into the end zone. And, of course, in high school, that is an automatic touchback and will be brought out to the 20-yard line.
Once again, your Citizen scoreboard. Enterprise 14, Central 14, 11:17 to go in the ball game. Central with the ball at their own 20-yard line following the kickoff by the Wildcats. Shotgun formation. Man goes in motion. Quarterback keeps it, cuts it to the left side, breaks a tackle, gets outside. He's outside the 30, the 40, midfield, and finally out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that quarterback found a crease off the left side, and he's quite an athlete. I think he was originally a wide receiver, and due to injuries, they put him back there at quarterback. And he's a playmaker. He got loose. That's about the third time he's really gotten loose tonight. And, the field advantage we had has been negated.
1st and 10. Handoff goes to number 1. Cuts it back inside. He's down to the Wildcat 42.
Yeah, good push by the offensive line for Central to Phoenix City on that first down play.
Second down, man in motion, hands it off to number 1. Quarterback pulls it back out, cuts it back to the left side, and he's going to be down at the 40 with a penalty flag coming out at the 42.
Yeah, I think that was going to be a block in the back against Chris Ross, our outside linebacker. He was in position to make the play, but one of their players kind of peeled back and hit him in the back. Yes, that will be the call.
And as they mark off the penalty, backs it back on their side of the field. Second down at their own 48-yard line. .10:38 to go in the ball game. Shotgun formation. Weaver stands back at his own 44. Takes a snap, looks downfield, gets pressure, rolls to the right side, throws it long, and broken up by Jones on the far side. Good play.
Yes, it was. It looked like the quarterback was going to throw early to the big receiver. He pulled it down and took off to the right side. Chris Ross was in chase. I think he hit him right when he let the ball go, but Marcus Jones went up high to bat that ball away.
And Coach, I believe he's feeling it. Third and 16. The line of scrimmage now becomes the 48-yard line. Central needs to get down to the Wildcat 36 for a first down. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Single wideout to the near side of the field. And they're going to take a timeout. And with that timeout, 10:26 to go in the ball game. Central 14, Enterprise 14. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. Wildcat football brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise. Central with the ball, 3rd and 16 or 15 at their own 49-yard line. Central needs to get down to the Wildcat 34 or 36 for a first down. And Coach, another big third down play for the Wildcat defense.
Yes, it is. I think Coach Dubose called that timeout to talk to the referee. He went over there, and while the teams were huddled up, he was talking to the referee. I don't know exactly what it is. He may be complaining about the penalties, but from what we've seen, they've all been legitimately called.
Ball at the near hash mark as Central moves right to left. Shotgun formation. Weaver stands back at his own 43-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield with him. Wide outs to both sides of the field. Play clock down to 8 seconds. Weaver takes the ball, looks to the left side, throws to the right. Long. He's got a man there, and broken up again by the Wildcats. I believe it was number 42 for the Wildcats, I believe, was on the far side, Coach. Hector Nunez.
Rex,
Yes.
do you think maybe their offensive people didn't get the word on that you could throw the ball a little shorter than all you can throw it down the field?
I know it. I don't know exactly.
Understand it.
I don't understand that either. They thought they found a mismatch, but what a great job by the defender for the Cats.
Jones back deep for the Wildcats as Cook gets ready to punt. Takes the ball. Gets a low punt. Fielded by Jones at the 18, across the 20, the 25, the 30, 35, cuts it back inside, and finally brought down up near the 40-yard line, but a good return that time and a good tackle by Central.
Yeah, it was, Fox. We had a little wall set, and that the guy that made that tackle, he made a good one, because if he misses it, Marcus may be off to the races.
First and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 40-yard line, near hash mark. Moving left to right. Just over 10 minutes to go in this ball game. Your score tied 14-14 here in Enterprise. John Michael Griffin, shotgun formation at his 35-yard line. Dejon Flowers lines up to his right, and we've got movement. Penalty goes against the Wildcats. Line of scrimmage now, the 35-yard line, near hash mark. John Michael takes the ball, hands it off to Flowers, hit quickly and dropped back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, one of the linebackers shot the gap in there and made that play. Fox, you know, I've kind of experienced through the years, when you have a team as quick and as fast as they are, sometimes a little misdirection. We haven't done anything, you know, where we've run one way and tossed it back on a little reverse and another. Anything that kind of misdirection to kind of get that defense going one way, then run back the other. It might be something Coach Faulkner might call here before this game's over.
Second and 15 for the Cats. Shotgun formation. Fakes it to Flowers, gets pressure, and he's thrown down back to the 26.
Yeah, we get in a passing situation. We have been overwhelmed, to say the least, tonight.
Javis Anderson coming in the backfield for the Wildcats. Third and 22. The Wildcats have to get to midfield for a first down. Line of scrimmage is a 28. The wideouts to the far side of the field. Shotgun formation. Anderson lines up to the right side of Griffin. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Takes the snap. Looks downfield and throws it in and out of the hands of Chance Warren.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it, Fox. They had the pressure on him. If he could have held that just a grunt longer and given Chance the time to get across the field a little bit more, we might have had something out of that. I like the call, but just the pressure's just been too great on John Michael tonight.
Osteen comes in to punt for the Wildcats. Jakes back deep for Central. Osteen standing back at his 12-yard line. Good snap. Gets the punt off. Good punt. High punt. Going to be fair caught. And hits the foot of the receiver. And the Wildcats have the ball first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think the return guy, he did signal for the fair catch, Fox, just like you said. And Chris Ross was kind of right down in his face. I think he took his eye off the ball. He never did try to make the chance to make the catch, and he did it off his foot. And Central, they have really given us opportunities tonight, and Cats need to take advantage of another one.
Wildcats first and 10. 8:28 to go in the ball game. Ball at the 35-yard line near hash mark. Moving left to right. Javis Anderson lines up behind Griffin. Griffin takes the ball, hands it off to Anderson, and he's down inside the 35 to the 32.
Yeah, the going's going to be tough for our running game. No doubt about it. They're really jamming the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Cats. Just under 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Once again, your score tied at 14 here in the fourth quarter in Enterprise. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Griffin takes it, hands it off to Anderson around the right side, the 30 and down near the 30, 26-yard line. Stays in bounds.
Yeah, it was a good job blocking on our short side little sweep play that we run so well. Tyler Guillory and one of the defenders for Central was in a little tussle there. I think it looked to me like that guy kind of jerked his helmet off. I'm not sure. Tyler's helmet came off, and Coach Hanson was trying to plead his case with the official, but to no avail.
Wildcats need to get across the 25-yard line for a first down. And we've got movement on the defensive line, and everybody's pointed at everybody.
Yeah, it looked to me like the defense did jump first, and that would have caused us. So it should be offsides against Central. Let's see what the officials call, and that would give us a first down.
That's going to give a Southeast Sun Wildcat first down at the 26-yard line following the penalty. Griffin shotgun formation. Anderson behind him. Hands it off to Anderson. He's going to be inside the 20 and down near the 19. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
I think Coach Fox has in his mind, we don't need any negative plays and play it probably conservative because we do have a good field goal kicker. I just hope that if we were able to come up with the 3 points, then hopefully maybe we can break one and get it in the end zone. But if we are, I just hope we'll be able to shut Central down. I don't know if we'll be able to do that.
2nd and 9. Griffin hands it off to Anderson. Jumps a tackle, and he's going to be down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, they're really attacking the line of scrimmage. We really don't have any running lanes. We're doing good. They're trying to strip the ball, too, so I think our backs are doing a good job of hanging on to that football.
Anderson stays in. Street comes out. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Chance Warren to the near side of the field. 3rd and 8. Griffin takes the ball, hands it off to Anderson. Hit quickly as he crosses the 20, fails to gain, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I think we just got it kind of back in the middle of the field. We had a little something going over here on our sideline, Fox. I couldn't tell what it was. Our coaches are signaling first down that it's going to be against Central. I'm sort of surprised that Coach Dubose, as experienced as he is, that his team they're playing the way they are. He's a veteran coach, been around a while. He's got a couple of state championships, I believe, but he has lost control of this football team.
As we await the penalty to be assessed. First and 10 Wildcats, 1st and goal. Ball is in the middle of the field. 1st and goal for the Cats. Anderson again in the backfield. Vaughn Street, H-back to the right side. Waiting for the official to give the signal, and the clock is fixing to start. And I don't know what we're doing. Once again, thank McDonald's for our sponsorship this year of Wildcat football, along with the stadium sponsorship here in Enterprise. Sam Boswell Honda for transportation. Citizens Bank for the scoreboard updates. Coldwell Banker Prestige Homes and Real Estate for the halftime and post-game shows as the official adjusts the spot. Still first and goal inside the 10-yard line. Griffin takes the ball, hands it off to Anderson. Gets pressure, drop for a loss back at the 13.
Yeah, they're just jamming the line of scrimmage, folks. We've tried to run our throw. They're just in our backfield. Can't slow them down enough, and hopefully we can just hang on the football. I think the only way we score is just if we got a snap and just threw it up and one of our receivers went up and got it, or if we just pop something, because we got to. If we don't get past that original surge, we're not going anywhere.
2nd and 13 for the Cats. Or 2nd and goal from the 13. John Michael at his own 18. John Michael takes it, pitches it to Dejan, and he's hit quickly and dropped for a loss.
I'm not sure what the stats are right now, but we may wind up with negative yards here in this second half.
Third down for the Cats. Line of scrimmage is now the 16-yard line with 4:16 to go in the ball game. Flowers lines up behind. Griffin hands it off to Flowers. Breaks a tackle and down to the 10-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage, but 4th down.
Yeah, we were able to get a few yards in. They found a little crease on the inside. I think Coach Faulkner's going to let the clock run down.
Clock continues to run. Just under 3:30 to go in the ball game. Wildcats tied up 14-14 with the ball 4th and goal at the 10-yard line, and the Wildcats will take a timeout. With that timeout, you're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat and Seeded Sports Networks. Following the timeout, it'll be a 27-yard attempt by Hunter Nicholson, and we're not going to wait for the television timeout. We're going to kick the field goal. Good snap, holds down, kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Wildcats take the lead 17-14 with 3:18 to go in this game.
Yeah, I see the TV guy down on the 40-yard line. He was signaling, don't run the play, but the officials went ahead and enabled us to kick the field goal, and a great job. Not only was it a great snap, great hold, good block, and a good kick. And the Cats, folks, I hope we're going to be able to hold on to that 3-point lead. That's going to be a big challenge for our defense. So they've been up to the challenge so far, but Cats able to capitalize on the many penalties that the Red Devils have committed tonight.
Wildcats leading 17-14. Citizens Bank scoreboard. 3:18 to go in this ball game as Wildcats get ready to kick off. But of course, we have another television timeout, Coach. And now they're saying we don't have a television timeout. And the Wildcats coming to kick off once again. Central returning from our right to our left. A kick that Nicholson needs to put deep in the end zone this time and keep it out of the hands of number 4 for the Red Devils. Central will be returning from our right to our left as Nicholson approaches the ball. Good high kick, and it's going to go deep in the end zone for a touchback. Central starts 1st and 10 at the 20.
You called it just right, Fox. What a great kick by Hunter Nicholson. Ball will be placed at the 20. And I think if the scoreboard is correct, Central does have one timeout left. They've got plenty of time, though. They're a quick strike team. They showed that in the first half. But, boy, it's going to be a big challenge for the Cat defense. Let's see what Coach Hayden Stockton dials up on this possession.
And we've got a TV timeout on the field. We'll take a minute timeout and go back to the station. 3:18 to go in the ball game. Enterprise leading 17-14 here at Wildcat Stadium. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports and Scenic Sports Networks. Wildcats needed a big defensive series this time. Single wide out to each side of the field. Quadarius Weaver, the quarterback for the Central Red Devils, back at his own 15-yard line. Jackson Carson running back, standing back to his right. H-back lines up to the far side of the field. Hands it off to Carson. Waits, cuts it back inside. Hit quickly at the 25. Good second effort and carries 3 Wildcats with him, and he's out to the 34-yard line.
Well, what a great job by the running back for Central. He just he was very patient. He kind of let the blockers, do their thing, and then he took advantage of it, and great second effort. Really made a good gain on that first down play.
First down for Central at their own 34-yard line. Carson goes in motion, fakes it. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to be out across the 40, the 45, the 50. Cuts it back inside, and he's down to the Wildcat 45-yard line.
Yeah, thank goodness for Miles Thomas, our safety, made that play. That quarterback, he's smooth, and he found that crease. This is what I was afraid of. They got plenty of time. I didn't know if a field goal was going to be enough. Maybe they'll turn one over right here, Fox.
Line of scrimmage to 45. Carson goes in motion. Weaver keeps it. Cuts it back inside. Hit quickly and brought down at the Wildcat 44.
Yeah. Jacob Von Eisenbach from his defensive end. Keontae White, Scott Nelson, our 2 linebackers. What a play.
Second and 9 for Central at the Wildcat 44. 2 backs in the backfield. Weaver stands back in shotgun formation. Changes the play at the line. Wide outs to each side of the field. Carson comes to his left side. Takes it, hands it off to Carson, cuts it back to the right side, gets outside, breaks a tackle, the 40, the 30, and finally run down on the far side of the field by the Wildcats. Picks up a first down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, Fox, I almost thought that play looked like it was supposed to go to the left. And we jammed it up. He bounced it back and got to the outside again. Miles Thomas came across from his safety position to make a touchdown-saving tackle.
Substitutions made.
Yeah, I think one of our linebackers, I'm not sure if that's Nelson or White, got kind of banged up. Nick Tucker checked into the lineup.
First down at the Wildcat 25-yard line. 1:56 to go in the ball game. Quarterback keeps it again, cuts it up the middle, breaks a tackle, finally run down, breaks another tackle, and finally inside the 10-yard line. But a good run by Central's quarterback.
Yeah, he's an athlete, got good speed, quickness. That offensive line is doing a good job on this drive.
First and goal. Handoff goes to Carson off the right side. He's down to the Wildcat 5. Penalty flag comes in at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that's the umpire makes that call. Usually that's offensive holding. We'll see what the call is. Yes, that will be the case. That'll back it up 10 yards. I see Coach Dubose out on the field holding his hands up in desperation, like upset with the call.
First and goal at the 15-yard line. 1:36 to go in this ball game. Quarterback keeps it again, cuts it up the middle, breaks a tackle, hit from behind, and finally brought down at the Wildcat 5, brings up second down.
Yeah, he overcame that penalty, and what a burst of speed he has right up the middle. And, again, somebody tripped him up, or he might have made it into the end zone.
1:10 to go in this ball game. Central with the ball, second and goal at the Wildcat 5-yard line, and timeout called by the Wildcats. With timeout on the field, the score, Enterprise 17, Central 14, 1:06 to go in this ball game. Central second and goal at the Wildcat 5. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks. Wildcat 5-yard line.
Y'all ready for this big turnover right here, Fox?
We're ready. Wildcat defensive unit coming on the field. Second and 5. Weaver standing in shotgun formation at the 10-yard line. Single back in the backfield, lines up behind him at the 12, goes to the line. Weaver takes a snap, hands it off, and he's hit quickly at the 3, down near the 2 to 3 yard line. Good defensive play by the Wildcats, third and goal.
Yeah, I believe that was Scott Nelson from his linebacker position came in to make that play. Coach Dubose was really working the official over about that holding call during that timeout.
Third and goal. Quarterback takes it, hands it off again, and hit quickly and stopped at the 2 yard line, fourth down.
Yeah, Central had one timeout left. They have called that timeout, and what a stand by the Cats. It's going to boil down to this one play. Of course,
yeah, Coach, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. Enterprise up 17-14. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was going to say is a big decision for Coach Dubose. I mean, he had I think he's got a good kicker. You know, a field goal ties it up and we go to overtime, or he may take a shot right here. You know, it's a big decision to make. Yes, that's what they're going to go for the win
and
right here.
Central
Fox.
coming in. Shotgun formation. One comes in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he's going to be stopped short of the end zone. Big stop for the Wildcat defense.
And they stopped him, Fox. There was no doubt. I think everybody knew what the play was going to be. Just that quarterback keeper. What a great job. We're going to get a penalty if our coaches don't get off the field. I don't know who that was that ran out there, but I see Coach Trawick, our athletic director, trying to get everybody off the field. What a goal line stand. I'm telling you, I take my hat off to Coach Hayden Stockton and his defensive players.
And, Coach, the Wildcats needing to move the ball this time.
Yeah, this is where I think a quarterback needs to get under center. We don't need any snaps. I think that's what he's going to do, and just run an old quarterback sneak. They don't have any timeouts. We just need to snap it one time, make sure we get out of the end zone.
John Michael up under center, takes the ball, goes to one knee, and they're going to mark it down right about the 1 foot line, and that should do it for the Wildcats. Five seconds to go in this ball game, Coach.
I'm telling you what a big win for the Cats. Coach Dubo's already walking across the way.
Enterprise Wildcats have defeated the leader in our area, the Central Red Devils, 17-14 here at home. One of the biggest wins of the season, and the Wildcats continue to get better. And we're going to come back in about 3 minutes and wrap this up. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat and Scenic Sports Networks.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.